Hi, I'm Walt Wager, and today's video is going to be how to make a pair of chopsticks. How to turn a chopstick. So these will go along with the sushi dish. So let's get started. The blank for my chopstick is a 10-inch long piece of rosewood. That's a 1/4 inch square. And the first thing I'm going to do is mark off 3 inches. And that's going to be, those 3 inches up here are going to be in the handle of the chopstick. The chopstick's going to be tapered from those 3 inches down to the bottom point. So the problem with doing something like this is that when you get a long piece of thin material, it gets very flexible. And what I want to do is turn just a portion of it at a time. So I can stick this chopstick into the jaws of the chuck, and it goes into the spindle and leaves about 5 inches sticking out. Leaves about 5 inches sticking out. So I'm going to turn those 5 inches first. I want to see that I'm in the center, so I'm going to bring up the tailstock and look and see. I can manipulate this some by kind of trapping it in the center and then tightening the chuck. So it's centered as well as it can be. So I'm going to taper that now. I'm going to use a 1/2 inch skew. And the tailstock is up, and that point is just in the center, but it's just holding it, kind of keep it steady. Looks pretty good. It's not whipping around in the middle. And if I just put my shield on and lay the bevel of the skew on the wood, I can do it. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now what we're going to do is move the tailstock back. Bring this out to the point where I can see my 3-inch mark. It's right here. And I'm going to taper it from that 3-inch down to where I just worked. Put that back in where it was. Tighten this down. See how it's running. It's pretty good. I'm running about 1500 RPM. All right. My face shield down. See where I am. I'm getting a little bit of that around in the middle. This might be moving slightly, or it wasn't perfectly square to start with, or it's not square to chuck up here. There's a lot of reasons that it might not be perfectly round in the middle. It won't make a whole lot of difference if I can get it at least to round down to about 3 inches from this end. I'm just riding the bending the screw on the surface of that wood. Very small cut. If I need to support it, I can get my fingers behind it. Run the bevel in the wood. And support it like that. So what I'll do now is I'll start sanding with 280, and I made a little sanding pad out of foam rubber. I'll go to 320. Now I'll go to 400. And 600. For a finish, I'm using Rocker's wood shop microcrystalline wax bowl finish. That is basically walnut oil with some wax in it. Put some on a paper towel. Let it soak in for a minute and then I'll buff it with a paper towel. And that's all there is to it. All I have to do is sand the end and put some of the finish on it, and I'll buff it with a Beal buffing system when the wax dries. So there you have it. You can make your own chopsticks. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel.